We are blessed in this country to have a connection to our wild, and an expansive wild at that, with conservation efforts happening all over. But we know not everyone has access to the bush, and I think we often kind of really go on about how important it's been for us in our careers and our development to be able to get out there, to be able to experience firsthand what the South African wilds, what nature, what safari has to offer. Well, now, of course, we know that safariLIVE has turned that on its head by giving us a live, real-time connection to the wild. So all the visuals that you see were actually recorded live with a connection to some of the most incredible encounters in the wild, and of course highlighting these beautiful beasts, the flora and fauna that we need to protect as part of one ecosystem. And I think a man who's probably as excited about season 2 as you can hear I am. Host James Hendry now joins us Sunday the 7th of April right here on 3 is where safariLIVE returns to our screens. James, congratulations first of all.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us.
Good morning.
Thank you very much for having us.
Good to have you, man. So safariLIVE, of course, I've enjoyed many years of live streaming, with a series coming to the airwaves a couple of months ago as well. How do you think it has changed the nature of the show as well? I mean, is it purely like, how does it work exactly?
Well, it works in that it's like a live sportscast, but it's a game drive or a game walk. In this case, it'll be a game drive because it's at night. And walking around, obviously, will get yourself dead quite quickly, and you obviously don't want to do that, especially not live on television.
You keep showing the leopard as well, which brings it home.
And I think what's been so great about the SABC connection has been, like you say, bringing our wildlife to South Africans, because it's been largely for an overseas audience. Yeah. And now we're bringing it back to South Africa.
What is that, first of all?
That is a bushveld rain frog. Yes.
Oh, man. Look at it.
It's cute, man.
It's sweet. Dude, I think seeing as we're getting onto the trend of these beautiful images, can you take us through some of the highlights, things that have stood out for you?
I think it's been telling the story. And what's so great about this is that it's not we're not showing a slideshow, a highlights reel of, you know, our beautiful fauna and flora. What we're showing you is the stories of these animals' lives, and that's what people are connecting with. So we'll show you a couple of clips a bit later about Hosana and Tingana, 2 leopards, who over the course of the 13-week series we followed and enjoyed the changing in their relationship. And I mean, it's now progressed to a stage where Hosana, the son, has moved away. Sure. And Tingana's daughter is now interacting with him. So it's there's a whole story that is, it's a drama that people can connect with. It's not just kind of a foreign or very difficult concept for people to relate to. These animals have very almost human experiences that we can relate to, and that's important for us.
Well, I think let's take a look at that very clip right now.
So this is Sydney.
Okay, here we go.
With one of the lovely cats doing some hunting activities. This is Hosana in front of me. So I'm just gonna let Hosana to guide me to where the target is. Look at that. You can see that he is hiding and he is trying to avoid to be spotted by all means. He is now deciding to go up the drainage line, but his target is somewhere in the middle. So I'm just gonna keep following and see his intentions. So I can see that now he is trying to come down again towards the drainage line. There he is. He just missed the scrub hair now. It was a scrub hair. This is indeed awesome. This is a lovely sighting. I have got Hosana on a guided walk. You can see he's right here walking towards the western side of the game reserve. This is interesting, lovely, not worried about our presence at all.
What's so special about that is that it's authentic.
Okay, now.
What's so special about that is that it's authentic.
Yeah.
You can see that there are wobbly shots there because the guy's on foot and they've just found a leopard, and the leopard is on the hunt.
A few meters
and what's so very special about it is that we've known that leopard since the day he was born on the 4th of February in 2015.
Wow.
Okay.
Hosana's got some meat to him as well.
He's got some meat to him too, sorry, 2016. And he's, you know, he's totally relaxed around human beings on foot. He's not tame at all, but you can get to within a distance that he will just behave normally.
You've controlled
on foot.
that environment.
And that connection with the wilderness and being able to transfer that connection to viewers is just very special.
We have another clip that we would love to show quickly. This is also where Hosana is involved in a bit of a hostile standoff.
This is with his father, Tingana, who's an old sort of 12-year-old grizzled male, and Hosana's the young buck trying to find his way in the world. And you'll see how, well, as in Africa, the elders hold sway.
Really?
Right, let's take a look.
So now we're going to see, he'll run up. Look, look, look. He's going to run up there quickly. The other male will try a hide. Look at that. Now can you hear them? Lots of growling, lots of hissing. This is absolutely insane. Now you see how the younger male immediately made way for his bigger dad. Even though they're related, leopards are solitary by nature and they don't really want to spend too much time too close to each other. And that right there was a display of dominance by the bigger, larger male. He's run in and he's made sure that he's come in with force, and that younger male has had to now hide in the tops of the tree. And you can see dad is not happy. How incredible are those sounds?
Ooh, Hosanna ain't coming down anytime soon. That is incredible. That is how close that Safari Live can take you to our incredible backyard. We've got more highlights with James. So proud to be associated with something so special. After the news, we'll delve into that. But of course, you can get into it 6:30 p.m. 7th of April, right here on SABC3 is when Safari Live goes live. Oh man, we are loving connecting with James Hendry, the man behind Safari Live, and an incredible team of trackers and videographers. Your cameramen deserve medals taking us that close. I would admit, I'm getting nervous just thinking about it. We've been going through some of the highlights that have stood out in the narrative of season 1, because it's really one journey. It's not just great pictures or visuals. It's a story that unfolds, and it's a real life story. So thank you so much again for, and congratulations on the second season.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. We've just been talking right now in terms of, you know, something like a show like this is, you know, we were talking, there's a huge disconnect from humankind and nature as it is, and this almost like brings you just a step closer and creates intrigue, you know, and want to be able to get out in the wild once watching these kind of things. So we got a couple of clips, you know, just to entice us in terms of what we can expect. The next clip we have is about some baby hippos. Now we know kind of predators hunt in packs, and they normally go for the vulnerable, the young as well. Set the scene for us about this baby hippo and the hyenas.
This is in the Masai Mara, and there's a massive clan of hyenas there called the North Clan, and we followed them for months and months. So we know them intimately. We know the matriarchies. We know the intrigue around who's going to take over the matriarchy, perhaps the power struggles. Exactly. It's like a great big kind of mafia story, but it's all female, which is fascinating. And this clip was the North Clan after an isolated young hippo calf.
Right, let's take a look.
Don't break my heart, dude.
This is one of the most incredible things I have ever seen, and makes all of the hours following North Clan worth it. They have bathed a young hippo in a muddy puddle, and they are in the process of trying to catch it. The battle is far from over as the hippo fights back. The mother has run off back down to the river, but although it is a young hippo, it is still an incredibly strong animal, and it could still potentially injure these hyenas. That's why they're being so cautious. Slowly but surely, the clan is going to try and wear it down. Nothing happens quickly in a situation like this. You can see there's North Clan members wandering all over the show. For now, the young hippo is holding its own, but this is going to be an incredibly long standoff. We've managed to get around to the other side of the river system. What's utterly tragic is the fact that its mother's not here to protect it anymore. She's given up, she's run away, she hasn't made it back. It's getting closer to the river. The hyenas are trying to stop that from happening. Look at this last mad dash. Hyena running along beside it. Baby hippo, jaws gaping. It's gonna make it. It's gonna make it.
Come on.
You can do it! Dude, how does your heart take working in this space, dude?
It's not easy. It's very difficult. And, you know, there's a lot of... Nature is...
It's
a friend of mine, people say it's cruel. But a friend of mine once said it's not cruel, it's just unashamedly who it is. And so, yes, sometimes it's very painful to be there, and sometimes it's utterly astonishing and heart-lifting like that.
Oh, no,
I mean,
dude, what are you doing to us, man?
Well, this one's not quite as happy.
This is where what you've just explained to us comes to bear. Explain the situation.
So this is actually, unusually, this happened in South Africa. Normally, these sort of mad dashes across the water happen in the Mara, across the Mara River, all those famous scenes you've had of the wildebeest cascading into the water and being taken by crocodiles. This impala got sort of marooned here, running away from wild dogs when we caught up with it, and there was Crocky the Croc on the wait.
Righto.
Welcome to the western fringes of the Great Kruger National Park. We have a standoff here, an unusual standoff for this part of the world. We've got a crocodile and an impala. Now, it is unlikely that the impala will be able to outswim the crocodile, and it is unlikely that the crocodile would be able to grab the impala on land, which leaves an interesting kind of strategic move for both of them to make. If the crocodile were to come onto the land and chase the impala into the water, he would then be able to probably catch him before he got to the edge. Eventually that impala is going to get desperate enough to leap into the water and make its way back towards the surface, at least towards the shore. Otherwise it's going to starve to death where it is. There he's coming out. Look at that. Crocky the Croc's on his way out. I think that that impala is also limping slightly. This is fascinating. Now the impala might make a run for it. Oh, it's going to be in trouble now. Oh, this is unbelievable stuff. Here comes a hippo in too. Go, impala. There's a hippo coming in. I can't believe what we're seeing here. This is what we'd normally see in East Africa. It's all over.
Whoa! What is the hippo doing?
I don't know what the hippo was doing.
What was the hippo doing?
Hippo often get involved in these things, and you see it in the Mara as well across the rivers. They sometimes chase off the crocs. They sometimes actually kill the prey and then leave them. So
oh no,
it's
you
very
didn't.
difficult
This
to
is
know
my land.
But they are territorial like that. It's like maybe it's like what's happening in my area.
Yeah, I think it's a lot of animals get riled up. You know, if you get into a group situation and people are fighting, often it can spill over. There's this deferred aggression, and I think that's what happens there. They
So
get
basically you're
riled
saying
up.
it's a male hippo then. It's testosterone.
Certainly a male.
Oh, James, dude, if
Thanks,
this is
brother.
the drama and emotion we can feel in just minutes of being one step away to actually be there in live and experience it firsthand, awe-inspiring. So thank you so much for your
pleasure.
labor of love here and bringing this to our people. The wild is yours to experience. You can experience Safari Live right here on SABC3. Kicks off 7th of April from 6:30 p.m. The stage is yours.
Don't miss it.
Awesome, man.
Thanks very much.